Okay, so please tell me, what is Mallakhamb and what's the story about it? How did it start?
Right, sure. So to start with Mallakhamb, it is basically an ancient sport,
Okay.
Ancient Indian sport, and they used to use this sport for training of wrestlers.
Okay.
So what used to happen is whatever there are the tactics of the wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So that needs to be used on the pole first, and then they used to implement into the arena.
Okay.
Right. So basically, if you look into the Mallakhamb, it's basically a combination of yoga, then gymnastics, and martial arts. Right.
Okay.
So why am I saying all these things? Because whatever you learn on the Mallakhamb, you can actually implement in the rest of the sports. You take any sports, for example, martial arts, right?
Yes.
So it's similar. There is an element similar to the flying kick, right? That can be used in karate as well, or the kung fu, right?
Great.
So there are multiple elements which we perform on the Mallakhamb that can be used on the other games.
Tell me, if a new guy wants to come in, how does he start the training?
Right. So talking about the age limit, right? So there is no age limit, right, to it. But what we recommend is if the kid is 6 years old, so 6 years old onwards, anyone can come over here, try to get the training, and they can train themselves for a Mallakhamb.
Okay, so very much then anybody can come in.
Anybody,
and start,
literally
yeah?
anybody.
So even if somebody never has used any physical activity, they can
Absolutely. So what we do over here is we cannot just start with the advanced techniques of Mallakhamb, right? So we have to start with the basics one. So what we do in order to groom the body first, we get the people engaged with the warm up, then some yoga techniques, then Surya Namaskar. It's again a yoga type. And second thing is, so once you start grooming, once you start acquiring multiple skills, we get the person onto the Mallakhamb immediately, right? So we start with the climbing, so basic asanas on the Mallakhamb itself. So that improves your grip, improves your flexibility, it improves your focus and your concentration as well. So especially for kids, it is really helpful. So this is how we actually get started on the Mallakhamb, right? And then as you have seen the videos before, there are some sets during the competitive level. There are some sets which need to be performed within the 90 seconds, right? But that requires a lot of practice. But just to start with the basics, whatever I have just mentioned, these are the good enough exercise. You start doing this just for 10 minutes, you get the whole body exercise, whole body muscles exercise, right? In 10 minutes, literally. So think about spending some time in other workouts, right? Suppose 1 hour a day and 10 minutes a day. And then you will realize that only 10 minutes your whole body was working in the anti-gravity sense, right? All the 10 minutes, and your every single muscle has got worked out completely, right? So if you don't really have to choose like chest or shoulder or the tricep or bicep, it's entire body will be engaged whenever you start on the Mallakhamb, right? So this is the main benefit of it, that maximum exercise and the minimum time.
Dobra, słuchajcie, jestem właśnie po pierwszym tygodniu ćwiczeń Mallakhambu z Omkarem. Powiem wam, że to jest świetna zajawka, która daje wiele korzyści, ale co ja się będę w ogóle rozgadywał? Wpadnijcie, zobaczcie, zapraszamy.